Hi, I'm Nate.
Hey, Nate.
Hi, Anna. What was one of your favorite things to do when you were a kid?
I was lucky enough to grow up in Hawaii. And because I was in Hawaii, I was able to go to many cool places, beaches and mountains and volcanoes. And so exploring all those different kind of cool aspects of the island where I'm from was one of my favorite things to do, was to explore nature.
Wow, that's really cool. What did you want to be when you grew up?
It's funny, when I look back on when I was a little kid, I said I wanted to be a store person. As I grew older and realized what that was, is I just want to help people and orient people.
What do you do for a living now?
So I actually have two jobs. I've been working at the U.S. Green Building Council for the last 17 years. It's a nonprofit in DC, and we focus on the built environment. We have a rating system called LEED, which stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. And so it's a rating system to rate schools and stores and communities on how environmentally friendly they are. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, my passion for nature really got much deeper. And so a friend of mine, Stella Tarnay, and we started a nonprofit called Capital Nature. We strive to connect people to the cool nature events going on in this area.
What would you say are the best parts about your jobs?
I've given over 900 tours of my office just to show people how you can be sustainable in your office space. So for me, when people go on my tours and you see that light bulb go off in their head, like, oh, if we just changed some of our bulbs out. So when people start having realizations, that's one of my favorite things with that job. And then the second job with Capital Nature really is just connecting people to nature.
What would you say is the hardest part about either of your jobs?
Just getting the message across to people to make sure that, you can still build things sustainably and still be able to maintain your budget. With my Capital Nature job, we come across so many different events that for me, I want to do everything. There's too much to choose from, basically. There's too many cool things to choose from.
What would you say is a fun fact about yourself?
I'm a citizen scientist. And so basically what that means is I use apps on my phone every day when I'm outdoors in nature. I am constantly outdoors observing nature and uploading things up into the app iNaturalist as a citizen scientist. And so people in my neighborhood especially will find me every day out with my binoculars and my camera and my phone, walking around, looking at leaves, looking at bugs, turning over logs. So I would just say nature nerd is kind of like that's my thing.
If you could give a message to your middle school self, what would it be?
It would probably be slow down and just observe everything around you. Like, now that I consciously slow down to observe, I'm just amazed at what I find.
Thank you so much, Anna, for your time today, and thank you for all you do for our environment.
Thanks so much for having me, Nate.